On today's ProPresenter show, how to limit what an app can do in iOS. And it works with the ProRemote app too. Hi and welcome again to the ProPresenter show. This is normally the show where I help you learn all about ProPresenter, but today I'm going to show you an iOS trick that can be used with ProPresenter and the ProRemote app. But it doesn't have to be. My name is Paul Allen Clifford, and before we get started, if you'd like to learn more about ProPresenter and related stuff, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the little bell icon so that you can be the first to learn the tips and tricks that I share. Over in the ProPresenter Users Group, link below or right about here in the video, Jamey Halfast Church asked, anyone have a trick to stop touch activation on iPad 2 with some kind of tape? Scotch, electrical, and gaff don't work. Now here's what he wanted to do. His pastor wanted to use the iPad for telestrator, but was sometimes accidentally advancing slides or doing something he didn't want to do. So here's the solution Jacob Newlin came up with. Okay, first we're going to go to Settings, then General. Okay, the very next thing that we want to do is scroll down to Accessibility, and we're looking for Learning, which is near the bottom here. Okay, that setting. Immediately under it, it says Guided Access. Now mine is on already because I've been playing with this, but what we could do instead of doing that is I'm going to click on it and show you what it would look like. So normally you would say off, you tab over this top little choices off, we turn it on. Now, time limits, you don't have to worry about that. Accessibility shortcut, really you don't have to worry about that either. Passcode setting, let me at least show you this. If you're on an iPhone 7 or iPhone 8, you might be able to turn Touch ID on. I assume that iPhone 10 would do Face ID. If you're on an iPad, then you might not have that option. Set Guided Access Passcode is where you can set the passcode across the board for guided access. But we're not going to worry about that right now. Instead, I'm going to say that that's good. Go back here, and in order to activate this, you press the home button 3 times. Again, I don't know what it is on iPhone 10, but it should help you through that. So let's go into the ProRemote here. So here we are in the telestrator mode in the iOS app, and this is to directly answer the question. So I want to, as you can tell right now, I can tap on remote, I can tap on timers, I can go back into more and go to telestrator, but since that's what the original question is, let me show you how to lock this out. So triple tap the home button, and I can start guided access. So as you can tell, I already have these various things blocked out. So if I choose the brush, I can draw and I can undo, or I can choose the circles and I can circle stuff and I can undo it just as I normally would, but I cannot go in between these things at the bottom. They're locked out completely. So if I wanted to tweak those, it asks me for a code. So let me first just get rid of all of those, and now it says at the bottom here, draw circle areas on the screen you would like to disable. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's get rid of the more up here in the upper right hand corner. Oh look, I didn't quite get it, so I can tweak that with this bounding box up here. And if I wanted to just do the entire thing, I could do that as well. Let's say I want to do the bottom down here. Again, I can do that entire thing. And now, when I click resume, or the first time you do it, it'll say start. I no longer have access to any of these buttons at the bottom or more there at the top. But, as I say, everything else works as you would expect it to work. So, that's how to do that. To get out of it, you would triple tap it, and put in your code. Remember, mine was 123456. Sorry if that means that some of you have to change the code on your luggage. And I can tweak this, or if it was as I wanted to, I could have just hit end, or if I decided I didn't want to do it, I could do resume, but I'm going to hit end. And guided access is ended, and I have full control as I did before here in the ProRemote app. So that's how you use guided access to prevent people from accidentally or on purpose accessing certain functions in any iOS app. This is a handy trick for kids or for kiosks too. It limits functionality so that apps can do what you want them to do and nothing else. I hope it helped, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you like my t-shirt, you can get your very own copy at my Amazon merch store at tdm.fyi/tdmshirts. Until next time, this is Paul Allen Clifford from TrinityDigitalMedia.com and ChurchTechU.com, reminding you to go out and change eternity. On today's ProPresenter show, how to limit what an if you like my t-shirt, go to the video and right here on the screen. So it's really a handy trick to have in your tool case.